Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Justin Daniel Finance, and I am Justin Daniel. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. And if you're new here, please go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button. We'd love to have new subscribers to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much. So again, this is Justin Daniel Finance. I am Justin Daniel. I'm a CPA with an MBA in finance, but I'm not a financial advisor. And I didn't drop a video last week. You know, I try to always drop a video every week as much as I can, if not 2 times a week. But last week I was actually enjoying a vacation, a well-deserved week-long getaway in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. My wife and I went down there with a group of friends. We had a great time lounging by the beach and eating lots of good seafood and tasting tequila, and it was just a really great time. So if you ever get a chance to get down that way, maybe you already have been, it's definitely a good spot for a vacation in my opinion. Just kind of want to give a high-level overview of some of the things going on right now. First, I increased my position in Upstart recently to where it's now in my top 5 holdings. And Upstart is a really cool company. It's an AI-driven lending company or platform that was created by some ex-Google executives. And I think I'm going to actually make an in-depth video on this company and why I chose to make it one of my larger positions. So if that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and hit the subscribe. Probably will be my next video or certainly one upcoming soon. So definitely a company that I'm excited about and I think has a lot of growth potential. My current biggest holding, as many of you may know, is Paysafe. And unfortunately, you know, it's still kind of on that downward trajectory, but me personally, I'm using it as an opportunity to just keep averaging down. There is some good news that they're getting added to the Russell 3000, which is an index, but this is good news, and I do think it will mean more institutional buying may be ahead. And for me personally, I think it's just a good chance to dollar cost average down. So even though it's my biggest position, I am adding to it. I'm accumulating, you know, at least a few shares every day at this price point because, you know, I don't see how, in my personal opinion, and this is not advice, but I don't see how this stock doesn't get to at least $17. Notwithstanding any potential, you know, crash or, you know, you got people like Michael Burry talking about a huge crash is coming, but notwithstanding something like that, I personally think this is a stock that's at least going to get to 17 in the short term and a lot higher in the long term. So, you know, I'm adding there, have been adding there. I took a new position this week, and the new position is a company called GLBE, Ecommerce, and that's ticker symbol GLBE. And this is one that I kind of have a smaller position in to start off as a teaser position, but it basically has doubled since it IPO'd recently, which, you know, shows some strength, I think, but I'm personally hoping that there will be a pullback so I can stake out a larger position. So right now I'm kind of just dollar cost averaging a smaller position and buying, you know, a share or 2 per day. It's currently trading just over $50 per share. But I'm hoping to stake out a much larger position if there is a pullback. And a lot of times that is the case in my experience, is that, you know, some point after the IPO, the lockup period expires. And there's, you know, some insider selling or some people just kind of getting rid of some shares that they've been, you know, had locked up for quite a long period of time. So that's natural. You look at a lot of charts, that almost inevitably happens with the vast majority of them. And so for this particular company, I think it's got multi-bagger potential for sure. And I just want to see if there's a little bit of a pullback where I can really increase that stake significantly. So I might do a video on GLBE as well. If that's a company you're interested in, please let me know, because I definitely welcome the comments about what kind of stocks, you know, you guys out there are following and what you're interested in seeing about. So, you know, that was a new one. I mentioned I'm loading up on Paysafe. I'm also loading up on DM, Desktop Metals, my 3rd largest position. Same kind of thing at this price point. I mean, I think it's just a great price, and I don't see how this one, in my opinion, doesn't just go up multiples over the years. They're in the, you know, 3D printing space. They've made a lot of good acquisitions. I actually did a video, in-depth video on the company recently, so you can go back and check that out if you're interested in. But a great company, in my opinion, with tons of growth potential. So, you know, that's another another one where I'm just kind of, buying some shares every day, just kind of dollar cost averaging in as much as I can while it's still at these price points that I think is a great price personally. So that's kind of the main updates. There's one other one I guess I want to talk about. Actually, my most recent video was on a company called BBIG, or ticker symbol BBIG. The company is actually called Vinco Ventures. And this is one that I mentioned. I bought simply for the hype, the kind of the Wall Street bets crowd, the Reddit crowd, and Twitter and everything like that. Just hearing a lot of excitement. It's one of the most talked about stocks. It's certainly within the top 5 or 10 for sure. A lot of volume. It's had a lot of big price. Here's kind of the 5-day. It's up, but I'm looking for this one to play out, hopefully, whether or not there's a short squeeze, just even in general, there's a merger coming and there's going to be a catalyst soon. The valuation is going to be released for the acquisition of essentially TikTok's competitor. So we all know TikTok. We all know TikTok is huge. And this particular company has acquired a competitor of TikTok that I think might be undervalued, and the market may really reward that with some great price action in the coming days and weeks ahead. At least that's my hopes. So I was kind of looking to ride this one, again, just with all the hype and the excitement and kind of see how it goes. So far so good, but I'm hoping it goes a lot more. And I'm looking to compare it to a company like Torchlight, ticker symbol TRCH. This is one that's very similar in my opinion. I saw it several months ago, was getting a lot of hype on some of these forums, and there was a merger. The catalyst was a merger, and I'm not going to get into the specific details about that merger, but needless to say, look at this and look at what it's done recently. I mean, this shows it's up like 250%, give or take, which is incredible. And, I have to admit, I hate to admit this, but I've always said I'm going to be honest with all my viewers. I did sell this way too early. I don't currently own it. I missed out on this amazing price action that happened recently. I do hate to admit that, sometimes that happens. We learn from our mistakes. The mistakes here is that patience does sometimes pay off, and so if you believe in what's going on, or if your initial thesis hasn't changed, why sell? I sold at a bit of a small loss, but I sold it because I wanted to reallocate it to some other things I was looking at, and had I held on, I'd be reaping these great rewards. So I'm not going to make the same mistake with Vinco Ventures, BBIG, because I think it can run like this. And it may not. Time will tell. We'll see here. But this is my personal opinion. This is what I'm doing. I'm sharing with everybody out there. The only other company that's really like dominating the kind of the news and the meme stocks world this week was Wish, as the ticker symbol WISH. And I mean, this thing has just been, the volume on it has just been crazy. And the amount of, talk out there has just been crazy. And, it's ran up quite a bit. You can take a look at the price action, but will it keep running up? I'm really interested to see. I mean, I personally didn't buy any. I kind of missed out on that, and I don't want to chase at this point. At least that's me personally. But, if it could still definitely run up a lot from here. So I'm curious, did anyone out there, get in any of these hype stocks? Because even though, the long-term focus on great companies like Paysafe, like Palantir, like Desktop Metals, like Upstart, and others, is what this channel is about. Let's have some fun with some of these meme stocks is what I say too. Just a little bit on the side, nothing outlandish in terms of the amounts that I'm investing, or really gambling if you're going to be honest when it comes to stocks like this. But look, it can be fun, and these stocks can double up, triple up very quickly. So that's kind of a side point that I'm taking a look at as well. So there you have it, folks. That's just kind of a wrap up of where I'm at. Just wanted to touch base with everybody out there to let you know that I didn't choose to stop making videos. I didn't go away. I just was on vacation. I'm back now, and I'm going to continue to try to make videos at least weekly, if not twice a week. Again, trying to get in depth on my next upcoming ones on companies such as Upstart, which is a great company, and Globe, which I'm very interested in diving into deeper. So there you have it, folks. I hope everyone out there is doing great. I hope your portfolios are good. I hope we're all making some money out here in the market. And until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do hit the like. Please do hit the subscribe. This is Justin Daniel. You all are awesome. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.